I've put out there that I wanted to move to Costa Rica, and even that I was moving to Costa Rica. Put up some videos of being out in the world in Houston and on the way here. But I never followed up, partially because I wasn't sure what to say or do, and we were bouncing around a bit. But now, here we are. We're in Costa Rica. And I've published a book, and I have it up on Amazon. You can look for William Graham, An Unlikely Dragon, and you'd find it. But really, this is more about me and what the hell am I doing here in Costa Rica? Well, the first thing I need to say about living in Costa Rica is it is both, well, it is cheaper than the US, and that's why we moved here. I mean, I have a home just over there. It costs me $400 a month plus $80 for utilities. So $480 a month for rent and utilities. Definitely cheaper than the US. Some things are more expensive, like milk and your prepackaged foods. If you want potato chips from Lay's or you want Doritos, you're gonna pay out the nose. If you're happy with chips made from local corn or local patas, potatoes, you can get them cheap. So, it depends on how you want to buy your food. You want locally grown food? It's here. It's readily available, and it's cheap. And, oh yeah, I have a tree in the yard that produces 2 to 4 coconuts a week. I've got mango trees around me. I mean, over here, there's some banana trees. You can see a bunch of bananas back there, I think. So, food isn't bad. Transportation, if you want to drive here, yeah, you're going to pay more. Gas runs about $5 to $5.50 a gallon, depending on how the world's treating it. But it's still not something I tend to spend money on because we're not going to drive here. There's a bus system that runs countrywide. In fact, it's just forgive the traffic. There's a highway right next to me. But just yesterday, we went to San Ramon, a city near where we live, about an hour away actually by bus, and we went by bus. Hour ride on the bus through beautiful green countryside, watching for sloths out the window, and cost us $8 for 4 of us. And then we missed the bus coming back, so we had to pay for a taxi. Now, an hour-long taxi ride home, $20. No, I take that back. $40. So, I mean, yeah, the taxi ride was expensive, but for an hour-long taxi ride in the US, at least comparable, if not less expensive. So ultimately, it's cheaper to live in Costa Rica. Yet we're still struggling to get by. We still can't find enough money at the end of the month to keep us going. Why? Well, part of it is I'm disabled. I have seizures that make it so that I can't work. They happen at least 4 or 5 times a week, if not more often, depending on the day, the stress level, my pain level, and such. Although my chronic pain is reduced, my waistline is reduced, and far less heavy than I was in the US, which is a testament to the food here. But I'm just, trying to understand where the money comes from. I published my novel so that I could get some money going. My wife has an OnlyFans so that she can get some money coming in. She publishes yarn patterns. We both have Substacks that we post to on a regular basis. We have a little bit of money coming here and there. And then I have my disability, which went from $2,000 a month down to $1,800 a month. Because we lost some supports due to the political situation in the United States and the fact that we don't live in the country, so we don't get state assistance that we used to get. So things have gotten a little more expensive on the healthcare front and all of that, even though I can't use that healthcare coverage. That's I can use the local coverage. My medications here are about half the cost of in the US, though I just spent $160 on medications because it's what I needed. So Costa Rica is less expensive than the US, and yet on disability with no ability to work. And yes, my wife cannot work in the US either because she has to care for me. She can't get paid as a caregiver because that would be somehow double dipping in a fashion. I don't know. Laws are weird and don't allow for it. So here we are, Costa Rica living. We're trying to survive and get by on what we can. We're finding ways to do it. Maybe this will help. Maybe it won't. I'm not here to whine. I'm just saying that life has a way of giving you perspective. And the fact that we moved from the United States down to Costa Rica and we still can't make it on disability is one of those things that makes me go, how does anybody make it on disability in the United States? They don't. A lot of them end up on the streets, in shelters, living out of cars, or begging from their family and friends and living off of them. Or they end up, as was offered to me a couple of times, in a nursing home. I could have freed my wife up to work. I could have gone and lived in a nursing home, away from my kids and my wife. And what would that have done? Not much. Anyway, here I am, living in Costa Rica, doing better health-wise than I have done in decades. And about a decade, because my disability kicked in about 2015. But I'm lighter, I'm freer, I'm on fewer meds than I was a year ago, and we're getting by. We're just trying to find our way. Pura vida.